It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes a marriage unhappy. To live is to suffer, to survive is to find meaning in suffering. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. We love life, not because we are used to living but because we are used to loving. Anything done out of love always happens outside the realm of good and evil. There will always be stones in the road ahead of us. They will be a stumbling block or a stepping stone. It all depends on how you use it. Love is a state in which a man sees things very clearly as they really are. One must hold fast to his heart, because if he let go, he would immediately lose control of his head. There is no better purpose in life than to perish trying the great and the impossible. Life is about overcoming yourself over and over again. A man of knowledge must not only be able to love his enemies, but also to hate his friends. How little it takes to make us happy. Bagpipe sound. Without music, life would be a mistake. Germans even imagine God as a song of song. Anyone who fights a monster must ensure that in the process he does not become a monster. And if you stare long enough into the abyss will look back at you. Every great thinker is more afraid of being understood than of being misunderstood. In every real man, there is a hidden child who wants to play. The surest way to harm a young person is to instruct him to value those who think the same, rather than those who think differently. The higher we soar, the less we can be seen by those who cannot fly. I am not disappointed that you lied to me. I am disappointed that from now on I no longer trust you. It's hard enough to remember my opinion without also remembering my reasons for it. No one can build a bridge over which you must cross the stream of life, no one but you. A politician divides humanity into two classes, tools and enemies. I can't believe in a God who wants to be praised all the time. Be careful, don't cast out the devil in you, you might expel the best in you. You have your ways. I have a way. As for the right path, and the only way does not exist. All things are subject to interpretation. The interpretation that prevails at any given time is a function of force and not truth. I judge the power of will by how much resistance, pain, torment it can endure and know how to use it. Best friends tend to get the best wives, because a good marriage is based on a talent for friendship. In individuals, insanity is rare, but within groups, parties, nations, and times, that is the general rule. If you want to strive for peace of mind and happiness, then believe. If you want to be a follower of the truth, then ask. A thought comes when he wants to, not when I want to. After coming into contact with someone who is religious, I always feel compelled to wash my hands. Is man one of God's faults, or is God one of man's faults? A writer should keep his mouth shut when his work begins to speak. Doing great things is hard, but ordering great things is harder. What is your heart saying? You have to become a person like yourself. What is truth? Nothing more than an approved lunch. What needs to be proven will not be worth much. Truth is an illusion, which we have forgotten is an illusion. The advantage of bad memories is that one enjoys the same good things several times the first time. Of all that is written, I only like what a person writes with his own blood. One should die with pride when it is no longer possible to live with pride. There are no eternal facts, for there are no absolute truths. It is my ambition to say, in 10 sentences what other people have said throughout the book. The secret of reaping the greatest rewards and greatest pleasures of life is to live a life full of danger. Real men want two things, danger and play. That's why he wants women as the most dangerous toys. No facts, only interpretations. The future affects the present just as much as the past. To make individuals uncomfortable, that is my job. There is an old illusion. It's called good and evil. Hope is in reality the worst of all evils. because it prolongs human torment. Many people fail as original thinkers simply because their memory is too good. A thought, even if only a possibility, can destroy and change us. Love is blind, friendship closes its eyes. In the mountains of truth, you never climb in vain. You have to go through the chaos within yourself to give birth to a dance star. Below the reality in which we live and have existence, there is another reality which is completely different and hidden. People are always angry at anyone who chooses a very individual standard for his life because of the extraordinary treatment that person gives themselves. They feel degraded, like ordinary creatures. One must give value to their existence by behaving as if that existence is a work of art. Thoughts are the shadows of our feelings, always darker, emptier and simpler. All great minds are inspired when they walk. Earth has skin and skin has disease. One of the diseases is called man. When we are tired, we are distracted by ideas that we have conquered long ago. There is no beautiful surface without terrible depth. Anyone who denounces others as idiots, rotten apples, gets annoyed when in the end it turns out he isn't. The more abstract the truth you wish to teach, the more thoroughly you must persuade the senses to accept it. A good writer has not only his own spirit but also that of his friends. One must pay dearly for immortality. One has to die several times while still living. Fear is the mother of morality. A person pays a teacher badly if he is always a student. He who laughs the best today will also laugh last. For women, men are means, with the end always being children. Isn't life 1,000 times too short for us to bore us? If you know why, you can live no matter what. He who ascends to the highest mountain laughs at all tragedies, real or imaginary. A thing that has become clear is no longer our concern. Lies are a prerequisite of life. One does lie sometimes, but the grin that goes with it tells the truth. What really arouses one's anger towards suffering is not suffering intrinsically, but suffering without feeling. Punishment is more dangerous as an enemy of truth than lies. Whoever cannot obey himself will be ruled. That is the nature of living things. Against the boredom of the gods, themselves fighting in vain. Don't trust everyone who has a strong urge to punish. He who hates himself lauds himself as a hater of himself. I like those who don't know how to live for today. Success is always a great liar. The growth of wisdom can be precisely measured by the reduction of bad temper. There is more wisdom in your body than in your deepest philosophy.